Batgirl number 12, Hope Larson writing, Eleonora Carlini on art. And this is a hell of an issue. I was not prepared for what this issue was going to be when I cracked it open. Basically, Batgirl's tagging along to like a paranormal investigation, like sort of YouTube show, because she's curious about what's going on. Especially, it's the local gym, it's the Y in Burnside.
Yeah.
That is, and there's something creepy in there that's making people like quit. And the guy who works there tells a story about his pool classes that he does with the newborns and the elderly, where there's this weird thing showing up in the pool. And I enjoyed this issue a lot. I really did. I do think there's a couple of moments later on where it took some leaps that I was not really prepared for.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it at all. And that killed me because I've been enjoying Batgirl so much.
No, I still enjoyed it because I was having fun with the setup at the start. I was really liking her tagging along for this paranormal stuff. The line that killed me though, the line where it didn't drop me out the issue, but it did make me sort of treat it in a different light, is at one point Batgirl says, "Oh yeah, and lots of people in the pool are," because she basically theorizes that this girl who disappeared is in a different dimension and she's trying to get back. And I'm like, okay, I like that idea. That's pretty fun. And then she says, yeah, and it's all the different bodies in the pool coming together. That would be the right circumstances for her coming back. I'm like, how would it? Why? Explain that. You can't just drop that line.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, according to my research, we wouldn't have to hold hands.
Well, I mean, she
what
does
was your
say,
research, Babs?
For Pete's point, she does say the chemical makeup of the pool, the electrical energy of a group of people in the water, those are consistent with the variables necessary for teleportation based on the designs of the machine that she'd read earlier.
It felt like such a huge
I agree
leap to me.
I think this could have been, if this was 2 issues, maybe 3, and actually got a bit more of her working
because
it out.
I actually like what the plot is. I actually like that it is someone trying to get back from an alternate dimension. I think that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And I don't have a
at the
problem.
beginning, she's like, there's a logical explanation for this.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with the hand-holding jokes, because that was just kind of funny, like, because the host of this YouTube thing's like, oh, let's all be in a circle and hold hands, and Bard's like, there's not actually any reason for the, okay, whatever.
Well, and I get that it makes a comic moment, but the way that she was setting it was based off of research we wouldn't need to. And it was like, well, yeah, we made this gigantic leap, so... Yeah.
It's just the science part of it, when she drops that line about, oh, this lines up for the conditions to bring someone, but I'm like, oh, come on, you can't just jump to that. You've jumped over a few steps in the process for it.
And again, why is Batgirl there? Like...
To be, like, they invited her, didn't they? Because they wanted the promotion, basically, for the show. That was what the opening bit was, I think.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I still had a lot of fun with the issue. I want to point out a couple of
It's not so much
leaps.
a problem, it was just a wondering going... Because when she's in the pool in a bathing suit with the mask on...
Yeah, I was going to say, I love that she has a Batgirl swimsuit.
Yeah, that was a bit funny. Yeah.
And the art I wasn't a fan of. It was way too manga for my liking. So
I really enjoyed the art.
Yeah, I thought that was fine. I was liking the sort of, to go with the paranormal, sort of the darker tones, the sort of colder kind of vibe that it was given. I still enjoyed this show a lot. I thought it was a fun oneer. It was just, it took some leaps in the science for me where I went, wait, what? Like, a couple of times. So that'd be my complaint. Especially since you've got a character from the Bat family who typically do not deal with paranormal stuff. I feel like you have to, like, sort of, let them be shocked by the fact that they're dealing with a ghost or something like that.
Yeah, but I also like that it's her sciencey background, where she's not Luke Fox and like the Tony Stark tech. She kind of just is the more general science, and so I do like that she does take it to the college and goes to see who'd she go see first? The chemist, and then the
physicist or whatever. Yeah.
Physicist, yeah.
And the chemist has a crush on the physicist, and I like how she's like, as she's leaving, she's whispering like, "Yeah, good luck, buddy. Yeah, it's going well."
I liked that. It showed, her character, and plus the awkwardness with the chemist was pretty great. Came across well on the page.
Yeah.
For the most part. I was just like, it's not what I want in the Batgirl story.
I legitimately had a blast with this. I think it was a great sort of in-between arc story. It was just that one leap in the middle of, this is the right conditions to bring it. I was like, how? Why?
But I really think an extra issue play up the mystery of it a bit more first, and then have the investigation go on a little bit
Yeah,
longer. I think would have made it much more enjoyable.
Yeah, I think the reveal that it was someone who went missing trying to come back from another dimension, I think that was a really cool reveal that would have played after more mystery. Like
I feel like that's how you end the first issue,
Yeah.
and then the second issue is how do we get her back?
Yeah, because the problem is she just says it in a speech bubble, and it's like, okay, that's a really fun idea, but you could have that could have been a cool reveal later on. I agree. Maybe it should have been 2 issues, but I mean, like I say, I typically had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was just that one leap in the middle. I was like, how did you jump to that? Seriously, it kind of felt like maybe it was meant to be more than one issue, but for some reason, she has to have the next arc done by a certain time or whatever.
It does feel edited for time, Like there might be a couple scenes missing and whatnot. But I will say that Larson still has a knack for dialogue. Even some of that sillier stuff, she pulls it off pretty well. Like the swim instructor talking about going through what his day is and the weird stuff, I thought felt very not real, but you know what I mean?
Just
like,
natural.
True to life. Yeah. Because usually when you read comics, if regular people dialogue is very like stunted and stilted, but here it just kind of flowed
Also,
like it should.
I want to briefly mention the last page has an arrow level cutaway where the camera, as it were, goes into the coffee and then comes back out of another cup of coffee where the girl's now like sort of recuperating their apartment. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
That made me chuckle.
You can see the camera movement in it, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
You can just go whoosh, back out, but another scene.
Yeah, you can hear the flash.
Yeah, you can hear the sound effect.